Hi, I'm Eric Folks, Instructional Technology Coordinator for Lampasas ISD. Today we're going to talk about Gmail, the basics, and get started with creating and accessing a Google and Gmail account. First thing we're going to need to consider is which browser we're going to use to access our Gmail account. There's the traditional IE, Mozilla Firefox, but as you might expect, Google Chrome is going to work the best with Google Apps for Education. So I'm going to go ahead and toggle over to Google Chrome. If you just search for Gmail, very quickly it'll take you to this link, and if you don't have an account yet, you're going to select Create an Account, which will take you to something that looks like this. First thing you're going to have to do is put in your username, and you're going to be hard-pressed to find a unique username that somebody has not taken. But when you put it in, assuming that it hasn't been taken, when you go to the next field, it won't light up in red. So then you're going to put in a password, put in your date of birth, gender, mobile phone. This is so that you can reset your password or retrieve your password if you forget it. It's very handy. Put in your current email address, and then you can skip the verification step, in which case it will send you a code to your phone and you can enter that code, or you can just put in the two words that we've got right here, and I've done my best to put in those words. We're going to go ahead and agree to Google Terms of Service, and you can choose to allow Google to use your account information to personalize the ads. The ads are still going to be there whether or not you allow Google to personalize them or not. It's just a matter of how comfortable you are with them using the content of your email to determine what ads you're looking at any given time. So it still creeps me out a little bit, so I'm going to deselect that, and I'm going to go with next step. Okay, so it looks like it worked the very first time. So it tells me how I'm going to appear to other people. I have the ability to upload a profile photo right here and now if I would like. I can also just say next step and skip that. And then you can see I've got 3 different emails up here. This is how I would manage my account from the drop down. I can see my Gmail address, change my photo, and sign out. Okay, so I'm going to just say continue to Gmail. Okay, when I first get a brand new Gmail account, there are usually a few welcome screens that will pop up. It tells me how I can import mail and contacts if I want to. I'm going to go ahead and close out of that and not bother importing anything. I can take that was the tour. You can click next and keep on going through there if you want, but you can also access it up there as well. So you get 3 emails right away from Gmail that tell you a little bit about how to customize Gmail with colors, themes, import contacts, get Gmail on your mobile phone. So if you want, you can take the time to read through those. It is worth your time. But now we're going to go ahead and move on to some of the other things that we wanted to do. How do we navigate between Gmail and contacts? From the top left-hand corner, you're going to see there's a little drop down next to Gmail. This is where you'll see your Gmail and you'll see contacts. Tasks are actually things that you can set up so that you can look at those and assign them to yourselves, and you'll get reminders, and it all works pretty seamlessly together. But for just the Gmail basics, we're going to focus on Gmail and contacts. So if I click on contacts, it will toggle over here, and you can see that I don't have any contacts quite yet. So how do I add contacts? In Gmail, there are usually a variety of ways to do the same thing. I can just click New Contact if I want. I can put in that email address. I can put in a phone, all kinds of good things. I can just click on the name to put in the name. I can add pictures if I want, all sorts of various information. I can even put in notes. And I click Add. And you can see 3 changes to Eric Folks have already been saved. So if I wanted to add other fields, I could do that right here. But just by putting in that information, it's going to show up right away. So if I wanted to confirm that it's actually in there, I can click on My Contacts, or I can click on the back arrow. Either way, it's going to take me to the same thing. And you can see we've now got that new contact in there. So if I wanted to work with that contact, you'll see the options I've got up at the top are fairly limited, but once I select it, like with most things in Google Apps for Education and Gmail, you have lots more options once something is actually selected. So I can edit that contact, import, export, I can mail that contact, I can add them to various groups if I want, and work with them quite a bit. So now I'm going to toggle back to Gmail. So I just hit the little drop down next to contacts and select Gmail, and it'll take me back to my inbox. Alright, next on our list, now that we have added new contacts, is to compose and send a new email and add a carbon copy or a blind carbon copy and attach a file. So we toggle back over to Gmail and we click Compose. And we've got a couple of different options. If we want to full screen this email, we can do that right here. They call it a pop-out, but I'm going to email myself and I'm going to carbon copy this brand new account that we created, and again from the drop down we can see it's imfolksy@gmail.com. and put in a subject line. And then attaching something's really pretty simple. You can see down at the bottom we've got a whole bunch of different options. We can insert links, and you'll notice when I put the mouse over the attach files, I'm given the option of attaching a file using Google Drive, I can insert photos, links, all sorts of good things, or I can just click on attach files and do the traditional browse to whatever file I want to attach. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this Word document right here, and I'll hold down Control and go ahead and select one other thing. I click Open. You can see the upload progress over here on the right hand side. And once they've been fully uploaded, then you'll see that it automatically saved. I'm going to just go ahead and save a draft of this email. I'm going to go ahead and click Send. And anytime there's activity in your Gmail account, the last thing that you did, you can usually see a little message up there that gives you the ability to undo something, to view the message, to see whatever activity you had. So now I'm going to go ahead and click Refresh, and there's my email, and you just heard my phone go off to indicate that I received the email as well. So now I can click on that email and go into it, and I can view or download either one of the attachments. I can see who it was sent to. It came to me, but it also went to Eric Folks ITC. So from here, we've opened the received email. I'm going to show you how to return to the inbox, how to delete the email, and reply to all or forward that email. So right down here we have the ability to reply to all, or forward. Since we're in the email, we can also just hit the trash can up at the top to delete it. I'll show you another way to delete it when we're outside of the email. We also have a lot of drop-down options over here, including the one that including other options, reply to all, and forward, but you also have the ability to apply filters and do all sorts of different things based on the contents of that particular email. So if I wanted to click reply, I would just hit it and start typing away. And click send. And you'll notice that it's begun to stack all of the emails with the same conversation or the same subject line into a conversation. So I'm going to click back to inbox. I can do that with this little arrow right here. I can also click on Gmail up here, or inbox. And you can see it shows that there are 2 emails in this conversation right now. So if I want to, I can select that whole conversation, and once I've selected it, you saw all the options pop up here, including the delete option. I can also do some other things, but we're going to save some of that for the advanced training we're going to do. I can also just select it, and then I can see the very latest email in this conversation. So here's the reply. If I wanted to see the original one that started it, I would just click here and it would expand that so that I could see that first email as well. Okay, so we have covered all the basics of Gmail. We have created and accessed a Google and a Gmail account. We've navigated between Gmail contacts. We've added new contacts, sent and received email, and worked with those in a variety of different ways. If you are ready for the next step, look for the next video, Gmail Beyond the Basics.